Mao Asada is our last skater of the day, and the 21-year-old has won 2 world titles. She won Olympic silver in 2010, but struggled last year, finishing a career-low 6th at Worlds. But this season, she has looked rejuvenated. She finished 2nd at NHK earlier in the year, and that result has set her up for another run at making it to the Grand Prix final. And sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you mentioned her career low, 6th at Worlds. She was 8th at the NHK Trophy Grand Prix competition at home in Japan. And that was the lowest I have ever seen her. And a number of skaters I talked to, especially the young ones, said, you know what, she's too old to change her technique. Well, guess what? They were wrong. And Mao, along with her coach, Mr. Sato, have worked away rebuilding her technique. There was a number of triple jumps that Mao was not able to include into her program, and she is now working them back in. She, too, will skate to Liebstrom, this one choreographed by Lori Nickel.
Part of her retooling, getting her career back on track, was a lightness that came back to her skating. Music choice, costume look, her knee bend is back. That was a double axel, her first jumping pass there. Obviously saving room for the future when that triple axel makes its appearance again. We're all waiting for that. Triple flip coming up. Combination. Perfect. There, a little too far for her to be able to recover from. Jumping errors. Very difficult triple flip in combination coming now. Back on track. It's interesting, Kurt, there has been such coverage in the Japanese media for Mao here in Moscow, all waiting to see if she can earn a spot back to the Grand Prix final. I think there's been as much attention as Sidney Crosby had when he came back to his first game. You have to remember that this is also the country where in a few years the Olympics are going to happen, so we're all waiting to see. Not the right city.
the trademark Asada smile has returned this season. Certainly nice to see.
Mao Asada.
Well, we watched her challenging Yoon Kim, and often that smile was missing the tension of that rivalry. Last year, it was fleeting. And I agree, Brenda, to see that smile, to see the light, soft knees, the lyrical skating, she's back on curves as opposed to just up and down the ice. Here's a look at her triple flip into a double loop, and just a wonderful lightness to her skating, Kurt.
And it's good to see it back. I felt that she was a little bit lost with, timing's everything, a little bit lost with the image that she was portraying before. Unusual to see a program from Mao with only 3 or 4 triples in it today. Just feeling a little tiny bit lost, and then you rely on all the other things that makes her great, which was musicality, overall presence of the program. This was a beautiful highlight with the 3-jump combination.
The expression on her face and the focus.
She'll be able to get away with these mistakes today just because of the way the competition played itself out. But this is not the right program to take to the Grand Prix final. This would not do well there.
No, she's going to need to get some more of those triples down without the glitches that she had.
She'll be looking for a score of more than 116 points, and she has that by a couple points. So that will not be a season best score for Mao, but enough to give her the title here in Russia and send her off to the Grand Prix final for the first time in 3 years. She will be heading to Quebec City in 2 weeks' time. So there we see Asada in first place.